So let's go ahead and talk about this, specifically the New Orleans Saints. The Saints, like the rest of the NFL, Mize, wrapped up their preseason slate with a win against the Los Angeles Chargers. And as we start to get closer to the season, the Saints got a really good vibe about one player in particular that was going to be huge for them this season. And I know you got the specifics on that story. But before we get into that, Saints fans, look, this is an offseason, a lot of tumultuous, a lot of volatility, a lot of new additions on this roster, some through free agency, some through the draft. Let us know in the comment section below, what new Saint are you most excited to see this season? Let us know in the comment section below what your thoughts are with that. But Miles, what's going on with New Orleans right now?
Yeah, Nick, according to 24/7 Sports, there's an article out here just kind of talking about Jameis Winston and his performance and coming back from injury. And there's some key, I'm going to read part of the article to you, but there's some key points in here that I really like, and I'm going to explain to you what I like about it. But it says New Orleans quarterback Jameis Winston has been working his way back from a torn ACL last season. I believe it was a Halloween game or really close to that time when he tore it. And this injury, an ankle injury nagging through preseason, also has kept him out of 2 preseason games. But no more, the former number 1 overall pick made his return to the gridiron against the Los Angeles Chargers, and he was pretty efficient. 4 of 4 passes for 59 yards in their 27-10 win over the Chargers. And that drive, he set them up for a score. Mark Ingram was able to punch it in for a touchdown. But when, after the game, Winston was asked, how did it feel getting back into the game, playing again? And Winston said one word. He said, "I'm grateful." He says, "I'm grateful to be back in the dome, playing in front of the fans, and I just told the Lord and everybody who helped me, thank you for allowing me for this opportunity to be back on the field." Now, Nick, say what you want about Jameis Winston. There's been a lot of stuff about him in the past, but ever since he's moved over to the Saints, he's backed up Drew Brees, got the opportunity to be the starter. He really has seemed to have grown into a really great leader for the Saints potentially. He seems way more mature than when he had entered the league. Obviously, he had all of the issues coming out of college into the league early on. But this new Winston is a guy that I could see taking the helm of this Saints offense and going really far. He seems like a true leader. He seems like a captain that you want to look up to. And he kind of seems like he's been humbled by all of these experiences. He keeps getting knocked down, but he keeps pulling himself back up, and he's not going to quit. And he just seems truly, like he said, grateful to be out there on the field playing the game that he loves to play. And he is a very, very talented player. So I really like what this article has been saying about Winston. I really like this comeback story for Winston. And I think he could be great for the Saints. What do you think?
So I want to address your first point there about growing up and maturity. And I think one of the things, as when we watch these games and follow these teams, we're all kind of victims of this. We forget that a lot of these guys, when they come out of school, are basically kids, right? They're 21, 22 years old. I remember when I was 21, 22 years old, I was a total idiot, right? I like to joke I was a total idiot till I was about 26, 27. And it wasn't until you get to that point that you start, figuring out how you want to be as a person, what you need to do as a person, how you need to carry yourself, and things like that. And it definitely seems like Winston has got there. He's battled through some trials and tribulations. And you bring up the fact that he feels grateful. That's always a sign of maturity, right? They say a sign of maturity is recognizing the realities of life and understanding that, not everything is guaranteed. So being grateful is a sign of that, which is a good sign for the New Orleans Saints. Now, I want to move on to his on-the-field performance during this game. He was only on for one drive, like you said. What impressed me the most about this is that what you hear a lot from anyone recovering from an ACL injury, and a lot of my teammates recovered from that in college, they said the hardest part was getting faith and trust back in that joint and that knee and, playing with reckless abandon, because you can go through all the rehabs and practices and the workouts, but until you get there and, get into a game situation and actually get that feel of what you need to do, and which is Winston's case, climbing the pocket, pushing off that knee, things like that. Getting through that and handling that, okay, that is huge, getting that confidence back. And I looked at his throws. There was a lot of them stepping up in the pocket, driving the ball down the field. There was one in particular where he had to climb the pocket, really aggressive. He was getting tackled, being brought to the ground under pressure, delivers a strike. I think it was to Olave on that completion. And the fact that he's able to do it, I was like, this is not a guy who's lacking confidence in his knee. This is not a guy who's playing worried he could aggravate it or that he's not 100%. He is full tilt, full confident right now. And I think this is a great sign for the Saints. I was actually thinking the Saints probably shouldn't play him because I was worried about potentially the downsides. But what he showed just in that one drive alone is that he is 100% all the way back. There's no reservations. He's not worried about the knee injury. And this is a really good indicator for the Saints as they move into the season.
Yeah, and if you look at the pieces around Jameis on this offense, I mean, goodness, you got Landry, you've got Thomas, you've got Olave, and Alvin Kamara's back. This is probably one of the best offenses that Jameis has had in a while here. So, everything is coming together for the Saints to be that kind of dark horse team that you kind of forget about. Maybe you didn't remember they had all these pieces, and they come out, and it's a team that can punch you in the mouth. Obviously, over the past few years, they've had Tampa Bay's number. They've been able to play them real tough. And, that's probably their biggest competition in that division. So I see the Saints having the potential to make a playoff run, and a deep one at that, if everything comes together for Jameis and this offense. And I'm really excited to see what they can do.
So I think one comp I want to think about, remember a few years ago with the Tennessee Titans when they got Ryan Tannehill and the jump, they went from a middling team to a team that wins 12, 13 games. They had a great roster and all that kind of stuff. What the Titans did with Tannehill, the Saints remind me so much of that because a lot of people were sleeping on the Titans. They were big on the Colts or whatever. The Saints here in this division, this situation, this is a team, they are loaded, and this is going to be a really good team. And right now, if I had to pick a winner in this division, it would be the Saints. That they look like they're firing on all cylinders.
All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.